It is time for a controversial topic. Goldstar lesbians. I saw something on Tumblr that talked about how it was like a positivity post that somebody made about Goldstar lesbians. And it said, resisting comp het, so compulsory heterosexuality, one's whole life is no small feat. Y'all deserve to be proud if you've done so. So that's great. I do completely agree. What I disagree with is the use of the term resist. Basically, I use the term Gold Star lesbian. I'm proud of the term Gold Star lesbian. I'm proud to be a Gold Star lesbian. That doesn't for 1 second mean I think I'm above anyone, or that women who have had histories with men are less than. I don't think that one or the other is more lesbian than the other. I think we just have different experiences, different lives, different histories, and that's fine, and that's okay. And each side, Gold Star lesbians and non, should be able to freely talk about their history and their lives and their existence and their experiences with no hatred or negativity or backlash about it. I see a lot of online discourse about Gold Star lesbians and how it's a term used to shame women who have had histories with men or experiences with men, and that is so far from the truth. The term Gold Star lesbian originated from non-Gold Star lesbians to make fun of us. It was used sarcastically and condescendingly, like, oh, you've never been with a man, do you want a gold star? Like, that was where it came from. And it was incredibly rude and terrible because that's not at all what we're about. So anyway, yeah, some of us reclaimed the term, and I just use it as a way or a marker to find women who have same experiences as I do, to connect with those women, but also as a point of I guess outreach to younger girls and women who are questioning their sexuality, to know that it is totally okay to never try to be with men. It's totally okay. That's also doable. You can do that. You don't have to try men. You don't have to see if you like it or not. You don't have to have a boyfriend in high school. You don't have to pretend you have crushes on boys. So I use the term Gold Star lesbian as like a signifier to younger girls and women, that's like to let them know that, like, I'm 31 years old. I have lived a life free of male romance or sexual intimacy, and you can too. It's totally fine. You absolutely can. So yeah, the issue I took with that post was the word resist, because for me, there was no resisting. I didn't fight my way away from boys or boyfriends or trying boys. I realized I had crushes on girls when I was about 4 years old, and I always just knew I had crushes on girls. Like, I didn't resist. I didn't fight anything off. So I think to frame lesbians who've never had sexual histories with men as resisting compulsory heterosexuality is, I'm sure that's the case for some, but it puts us in like this weird, I think it puts like us on a pedestal, because like I didn't resist anything. It wasn't like I deliberately avoided men or did my best to not encounter men. Like, no, I just knew I liked girls. I didn't like boys. It was that simple. That's all it was. I liked girls. I didn't like boys. So there was no resisting. There was no effort. It was just who I was. And so I think it's important that the representation and visibility of women like me is out there, that we are free to discuss our experiences as having never been with men, because I want that to be normal for all lesbians. We should dream of a world where every single lesbian is a Goldstar lesbian who has never been pressured to be with men, or never been with a man, or never had that history that she regrets, never experienced that. That should be the goal. Like, Goldstar lesbians should be free to discuss our histories, because it's important that other girls and women know it's possible. And another point I always see brought up is like what about rape victims? And it's like, when I hear that, it infuriates me, because Goldstar lesbian is a woman who's never had sex with a man. So when you say, what about rape victims? Why are you equating sex and rape? Why are you suggesting that a woman who has been raped has had sex with a man? No. Sex is consensual. Sex is wanted. Sex is voluntary. Sex is sought out. None of those things are what rape is. So to try to use that as a gotcha or something infuriates me, and it speaks volumes more about those beliefs than mine when you say, what about rape victims? Of course, a rape victim is a Goldstar lesbian. She did not choose that. She did not want that. She did not seek that out. So yes, a rape survivor is absolutely a Goldstar lesbian. To equate sex and rape is absolutely horrific and unacceptable in my eyes. Oh my God. Okay. So yeah, I don't know. I was bothered by the term resist, having resisted comp het. I didn't resist anything. I just knew I liked girls. That's it. I want other girls and women out there to know that it's possible to never be with men, to never try men, to never think that that's what girls do. I want Goldstar lesbians to proudly share who they are and what they've been through and what they have never, they've never done. I think it's important that girls and women see that, to know that we're out there. They don't have to try men. They don't have to do it. They don't have to seek it. They don't, if it doesn't feel right, don't do it. That's important to me. And I know that's controversial, and I know people are going to be pissed off about this, but that's fine. It's never been about holier than thou or higher up or some kind of weird hierarchy. I love all lesbians, regardless of what your history contains. But I want girls and women to know that it's possible for them to never ever be with boys too. That's all it's about. So yeah, I'm sure people will be mad in the comments, and that's fine. You go right ahead. You have the right to say what you want. But I have no hate in my heart. I have no malice. I don't think I'm better than anyone. And all lesbians, no matter what their histories, are my sisters, and I love them all. And that's all. All right, bye.